behind my back.
Yeah, he's
that?
doing the power
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, he's doing.
What's that?
Huh?
Oh wow.
What happened?
Yeah. He looks demonic to me.
Who?
So wait,
Let me
but
see.
the thing is, I've done that, and then people have got onto me. Oh my God,
you're
Chucky is
Illuminati.
part of the Illuminati. And I'm like, no, I just copied Capleton.
No, it's true though.
Yeah, like Capleton is
It's
doing when I do
true.
that.
Okay, so what does it mean?
And sometimes
the eye
what
of
we do,
what?
sometimes we do it
Yeah.
together. So like, if I say I see you, say we
we
take a
do that.
picture.
Yeah.
we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a power.
I have seen.
Is.
Yeah.
But
literally
it doesn't
is a-
mean
it's a-
like it's a symbol of like
Opening
unity or
into-
something like that.
It's not
looks
unity.
Sexual.
It looks like a
It's
vagina. It looks like a vagina.
Vagina.
It could be vaginal.
like-
What
Yeah,
it
could be
is.
vaginal.
It could be.
What it is.
It's representative of the power of the pyramid. So
Okay.
it's actually like a vortex, like your yoni is
Yeah,
a vortex.
yeah.
That's what you're doing. It's a power stance.
That's what
It
that's
can
exactly
actually
what we
be
said.
like, and then it aligns you. You're doing like a mudra as well, and it kind of puts everything in flow.
Am I doing
Right,
it
so I
properly?
always knew it was a power thing. I didn't know exactly where it was coming from, but I knew it was a power thing. But I never tied that to like Illuminati. I
Because
just
they
always
take all of the
they-
symbols.
yeah.
right, okay. So I just always tied that to like, as I
I
said,
definitely-
Capleton or Sizzler. Like they do that all the time,
Yeah.
and all my older uncles and whatever they do that.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Well, they steal our shit. But this always makes me think we're going to go somewhere if you open it.
If you open a portal.
Gonna go some. Oh,
Go somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of like what you're.
I don't think I've.
And if you were feeling like stressed, you would do it, and it centers you. So,
Okay.
you know.
People were doing. I remember someone that they posted me on a blog site with a whole big caption about why I'm part of the Illuminati.
Why you
I
are?
was like,
Shit, boy.
whoa!
But don't that
But I was
symbolize
like,
you've made it?
yeah, I
Yeah.
kinda liked it.
Yeah,
I kinda
that
liked
means
it.
you are rich.
I was like, yeah, bro. I was about to just send him a private DM and be like, oh,
Oh,
thanks,
thanks,
for that.
bro.
I want to be on one of those sites.
You want to be recognised as part of the
You wanna
Illuminati.
be-
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was in Oxford Street the other day, yeah, and there was a man walking around with a sign asking about conspiracy theories, and like there was a man with a camera, and he was obviously just like asking people questions or whatever. So I had some time that day. So he's come to me and he's asking me about stuff and whatever. And like he was asking me about conspiracy theories and like COVID and this, that, and the fourth and whatever. And I was just telling him that, you know what, like I do believe, because I'm quite cynic and I do sometimes like look for conspiracy theories here and there, whatever.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying that a lot of people, they so believe this, for example. Let's just say like, you know, they might look at like the Masons, like the Masons do this and they do that and whatever. Yeah? And there is like, there could be so much truth to what people are saying, but I believe a lot of the time they're pointing at the wrong thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
You see
exactly.
like the people that are really, really doing it,
Yes.
you don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that
true.
is this, that, like we're almost led to believe that it's these.
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
They're the
not even
distractors.
almost.
It's a distractor.
We are
It's
led
a
to- it
100%.
That's all it is in plain sight.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
look at this.
Yeah.
Whatever the Illuminati is like literally like rung 100
Yeah.
of really what's going on.
Yeah.
And so people are like, oh, the Illuminati. I even think they're just playing both sides. The ones that are like, oh, the Illuminati are probably the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The one who smelt it dealt it.
Like they're literally like they're all in there. Everything. You do
They
the
can never give us the
opposition and the
truth. Like,
positive.
oh, 100%.
Yeah, they don't want us to know. You
I
can't
think that's
handle
a question
the truth.
to.
No.
I could.
I
You
think
say
I could.
that.
No, I
You
think
say
I
that, but
could.
You're ready to die anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
No, but
I'm
she's
tapping
ready
out
to
straight
die
away.
like
Yeah.
she's just gonna fall on the ground if
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
comes. That's
Yeah.
But could you handle the truth? If the truth was given to you, do you feel like you could handle it?
I have no idea.
Absolutely not.
Because it
So
depends
if
what
the
the
Earth
truth
is
is.
really flat, let's say the Earth
No,
is really flat,
not
or
the-
we're literally like in a dome, and that is the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do?
No,
Combust.
no. My point is,
No, but
It's
it's
not
the
that.
fact
It's
that
like,
you,
I don't
if you've
know.
if you've got the truth, but no one else has, and you can't convince other people that you're telling the truth.
That's power.
I don't need-
insanity.
But
I don't
isn't
need.
that-
But I
isn't
don't
that
need to
kinda-
convince anyone.
No.
I don't need to convince anyone.
Isn't that
But
kinda where we're at?
the truth could also be.
I don't
What
think
if
I
you
know
found out
anything.
that like only 35% of people was real?
No,
Yeah,
that's a
exactly.
lot. Yeah, but no, people aren't real.
Okay, let's
think
say
it's less?
let's say 15%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
We're real.
And who's real and who's not, and you know that.
No, you don't know.
No,
you
you-
just
but you
only
just
know
know.
that you're part of the 15%.
How
That's
would
real.
you know?
That's not real.
How would you know
Which is
that you're
which?
part of the 15?
Yeah.
That is real. Like you're a human being, but the rest, the other is not.
So you're in the
There's no human
Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, people will say we're in the
I
Matrix.
mean,
anyway,
how
but
I can-
Yeah.
I'm talking about like you go outside and people that are walking past you turn
Start
round the
glitching.
corner and they disappear.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that'll
that
freak
is
you out.
probably a
I
part
think
of our
that
reality.
happens.
Yeah, I think that is our
I think
reality.
when we're in Oxford Street When I go Oxford Street, I believe that I'm one of the 30% at the most.
I literally think it's about 20% of people, and really, it's like loading a game. Like it's only so far as you can see.
Yeah.
It's like it's all consensual.
So
So,
the MP
actually, buildings.
This is
We're in a
really
simulation.
We've all
Yeah.
consented to what the building
Yeah.
looks like, and then it appears. But there's loads of like NPCs walking around with us.
Yeah.
Well, this is
And you've
a
had a
simulation
conversation.
within
You've
simulation,
literally had
basically.
at some point, maybe even in the last 2 weeks, you've had a full blown conversation with AI.
Yeah.
My point is, I don't know how I would take it until it happens. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to be freaked out. Obviously, like easily, I'm going to be freaked out. But will I be able to take it? And what power does it give me? Invest in me. What do I get out of it? Of knowing all of this?
What, that
How
you're
do
the
I
real
use it to
human?
my advantage or disadvantage? What's it going to do to me? How does it implicate my life? Those are the questions I'm going to have to ask
Well,
before
you
I
just
can.
carry on.
No, but you've got knowledge now.
That's
Once you've got knowledge,
insanity.
it's hard.
I think you just full blown insanity, really and truly. Because if you know that half the stuff that you're seeing, not even half, 75%?
Yeah, it's not
of
right.
what is not real. People are not real. That on your mental. You can't trust anything, trust anyone, can't trust systems. You can't do anything.
systems
Like, do you know what I mean? That's
No, but,
insane.
like,
It's
okay.
how you.
That's
To me, it's
insanity.
like what it leaves me. What power does it leave me?
No,
with?
no power. Nothing.
Not necessarily, because
What are
once
you
I
gonna
know,
do? And
who
then
else
also,
knows?
Yeah, but
Does
once
power
you know
scare you?
what-
how are you?
Does power scare you?
How are you convinced that you are one of the 25%? How do you know that you're not just another NPC?
That sounds exciting to me.
Ain't it? Because like, hold on, wait,
No,
you lot have got me
you
thinking.
guys are-
You know, like in Blade Runner, have you lot
I've
seen
got
Blade
loads of these
Runner?
questions,
And then like
but
he
I'm not
realizes that he's the bot, or like those films
Yeah.
where
It's
they're in it
pro-
and they think they're human, and
yeah.
then they realize like, shit,
Yeah.
I'm not human, I'm
Yeah.
the robot. Like
Have
that.
you seen?
Like that. I've watched Black Mirror.
I saw that one
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah,
Joan
yeah,
is
yeah,
awful.
yeah.
Did you
Beyond
see
the
it?
Sea.
Yeah, that's heavy,
Wow.
innit?
Wait, wait,
I
wait,
love
wait,
that.
Wait.
I love it.
Joan is awful and
Yeah.
Beyond the Sea.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you seen is it Peripheral? Oh, it was on Prime. And essentially that they're playing they have to go into this thing and they play a game in the future, and in the future half the people are not real. So you're going into like London and you're literally seeing a simulation. So you think people are walking up and down. It's not. They're just not real.
It's
Do you
all
know
in
what I
a
mean? Yeah.
computer game.
Yeah.
But I kind of
But
feel
we
like
feel like
that's
we're like that
life.
now. It
I
is
do,
that.
I do.
We are in the
Honestly,
Matrix, I believe
as
that.
soon as you do any type of psychedelic, the more stuff that you can see, there's a layer of reality that we are like, this is real.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not,
I
yeah.
literally was seeing in trees. They are alive. Like, it's just now I'm not on nothing. I can't,
Right.
I can't talk to them anymore. But I could talk to the tree.
I think I could feel like I could make sure.
Isn't that just cool being high?
No, but I think it's connecting to the extra.
No, but everybody says that, though,
It's not.
with
We
psychedelic.
can't.
Well, there's this thing because there's what they call themselves. I think it's psychonauts or something, and you experiment with lots of things, and you can lose your
Yourself.
mind
Yeah.
in the way that your brain can process, because obviously it's just neurons. So
Yeah.
when you blow a few, then you can go to the insanity.
Have
side.
anyone-
There could be
has anyone
people
done
that'll be like,
mushrooms?
yeah, I have.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do that
Connoisseur.
this
You
year.
gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it.
Nana, you said that you're gonna do. You said
Yeah, well, this is.
I'm gonna do it this year.
you said that you would do it like
I-
with
I
us.
always-
We're waiting
Yeah,
for us to
she-
do it.
exactly.
She's waiting for us.
Yeah.
Me and
Oh,
Farah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we know not
you
you.
want to do it as well?
Yeah, I want to do it, but I want to do it with her
No,
because
no,
it
no,
needs to
not
be
me.
controlled.
I'm not interested.
I'm happy.
I'd like to
Yeah, we
connect
said
to
that.
another
I
level.
want to do it.
I want to know what's
Yeah.
going on. Actually, Mum, no, I don't really. Mummy,
I'm
no.
happy to sit for you. I've sat for people.
I want you
before.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to say, yeah, the guy that used to co-own The Ordinary, he done psychedelics and then killed himself.
Oh, shut up, is it?
Sorry, trigger warning.
Trigger
Yeah.
warning to bit.
I'm going to do this in a minute.
She said, sorry, trigger warning.
No, but Chucky said
was
trigger
like-
warning to bits.
That's like he didn't.
He did.
Okay. He did.
Maybe he killed
psychedelics,
himself
Yeah.
because
and
he
he
had.
also was on meth.
Yeah. But
Okay,
it
so
led
there,
him
yeah.
to meth.
See, yeah,
It
there's
led
a
him
big,
there.
there's, you know, you missed a big
It
part
led
of
him
that
there. It was a
context.
gateway.
Oh, listen to you.
Auntie,
You sound like
you
she
smoke
sounds like my
cigarettes.
grand. Oh
You're
my
good
god,
to
he's
take
smoking
heroin.
Justin Bieber
Yeah.
and he's smoking
Yeah,
them drugs.
That was nuts.
All right, guys.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, you do have to be careful.
No, but he could have had problems anyway.
I think so.
Very
But then
likely.
you don't
He
know.
literally
Sometimes
was-
it can awaken.
Yeah, there is that.
things,
That's
like
why
what
I've
you
like-
have.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
the
that is why I
balances
stay
and-
away from
So
certain
you have to
things.
do
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
why I
like,
don't do crack.
Old
right?
school
It's not just
manic
like
depressive.
anything.
He was an old school manic depressed that they would now call bipolar.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
diagnosed with all of that. Maybe even being schizophrenic and was self-medicating.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good.
With meth, heroin, coke, and he
Oh, come
dabbled
on, he
in
did all
mushrooms.
the
drugs.
He did all of it.
There you go.
All of them.
In one dysfunctional system. Welcome to Your Auntie's Kid Never. I'm Auntie AK and I'm here with...
Auntie Farah.
Auntie Nana.
Auntie Sade.
And we have a special guest.
Uncle Chucky.
Yes, Travis. Welcome.
Welcome.
On the train.
We'll be getting into Chucky's business later on. Sorry, I want to go back to the Black Mirror. What if you're a werewolf?
What if I was?
What?
I'd
A
love
werewolf?
that.
Mate.
Why would you love that?
No, I
Your
wouldn't want
bones break in order for you to
You see the way she
transform.
cracks
It's
out?
painful.
All right.
It's horrible, man.
Every
A
werewolf.
werewolf.
They
had no
they-
business.
all of
It's
them.
painful.
It's
but
painful.
you know, like when the moon comes out and you have like your superpowers.
Yeah.
I do it. So I charge my crystals. This isn't evidence.
No, it's the fact that you went, I charge my...
Yeah, I charge my crystals. So every full moon, I like shapeshifted and became a werewolf or something else. Or a
No,
ghost.
I said werewolf. I didn't say pick your
I
form.
would love that because then I could be a wolf. I could go hunting around. I could tear up people,
Bro,
and then I just
why?
turn into my own self again.
And wait, okay, guys, who's
God.
our enemy of progress this week? 'Cause goddamn, Nana as a werewolf is definitely my enemy of progress.
Serious?
Yeah, because I'll be scared of you. You're gonna
I'm
eat me.
saying I'm
You're
gonna-
not gonna be able to control. I'm like, Nana, come, and you go "Arr, arr, arr," and eat me.
Just stay away from me on a full moon. It's not hard.
Strong.
It is hard.
It's like
The
it
whole
might be
point
a
of it is that it's hard.
You're gonna get. They're gonna kill you, bro.
With a steak.
Sorry,
not a
no,
steak.
harsh.
No
Yeah, I ain't
offense,
trying to be
but
none
it
of
will.
that shit.
It's a
What would
silver.
you be?
It's a
Would it
silver
be
bullet.
A
Yeah.
vampire, a werewolf. What else is there?
A ghost.
A ghost.
Yeah,
A ghost.
ghost.
I'm just thinking of that thing that was on BBC. There was a vampire that lived. With
Oh yeah, and it was a
werewolf
ghost, and then it went to America,
Went to-
innit?
yeah.
That program.
Anyway,
I remember that.
Yeah.
what would you rather be?
None of them.
Maybe, I don't know. Ghosts, but for a stupid reason.
Go away.
Why?
Yeah, that, and just like, I can just go through a wall.
Apparently,
I could just go through a wall.
But
Okay.
sometimes they get stuck.
Chucky's just getting me in my bag. But anyway, apparently, yeah, you can go on a retreat in Africa, and if you do a boga and you like stay with some shamans, they'll teach you how to travel through walls
As a
What?
human.
as a human.
Listen to
That
Shadish.
is outrageous stuff.
Do it, but hold on, where?
I've heard about this, and there's videos on YouTube. I've watched the video.
But
I
you
don't
know,
want none
but
of
you
that.
know, just to get onto that though, you know they do say that we're like using 10% of our brain.
Yeah,
So if we
our
were
abilities.
using, who knows what we could do? We could be
Yeah.
able to teleport, all types of shit.
I
Who
think
knows?
we can teleport for sure.
I think we can.
I've
about
said
it.
that as well, but then people are like, "Well, how do you change your body from something that is solid into something that is
But
not
we're
solid?"
not solid. We're vibrating.
True.
That's very true.
So all we got to do is just change
Right.
just our vibrations, and then we'd be able to.
Okay, so if
travel
we
through
change our
things.
vibrations, what does that look like?
Another vibration.
Well, if you think about it, so I think it
Vibrator.
would be like data. So we don't see data, but we can watch video. I think in a way that would be our form. So we would like be able to vibrate differently and get to a place through sound or time, and then we would land there, and our particles would get there, but it'd be so fast
Yeah.
that we could do it.
That would be like the Wizard of Oz Mike TV, you know, when he goes like that.
That is far beyond my.
The what?
comprehension.
And Wizard of Oz, like Mike TV, when he goes into the thing and gets zipped in.
Let's see what the comments are. All of your
remember-
faces
Not
were
Wizard
fine.
of Oz. You mean
Charlie
Charlie
and
Cho-
Chocolate Factory.
Chocolate
So
That's
yeah.
why I was like,
Yeah.
what are you
Charlie and the
talking
Chocolate
about?
Factory, my bad.
Yes, where
Yeah.
And
you
he goes
change
like
the
that, and he gets
vibration.
pixelated, and
Yeah.
he goes phew into the TV and comes back out.
I feel like
You
that's
think
what
if we use
teleportation
100%
is.
of our brain, we could do that?
I feel like if we used
Yes.
100% of our brain, we could do anything.
We could
Yeah.
fly.
Anything.
Then, in effect, I feel like 100% is actually creation. So you can create
Ooh.
anything.
Yeah, you can be
Yeah.
on anything.
Yeah, so
Like Manimal.
yeah, where my man was going was that like, yeah, we could if we used 100% of our brains, we could do pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But it's like everything is an interesting thing actually. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I think that's what creator is.
Because aliens can do everything.
Everything
No.
is what like
Why?
100%
Is-
or
is it-
infinity like
I think that's the creator.
infinity.
Yeah. That's
Infinite.
everything.
Do everything.
Maybe we're not 100%.
No, because we're just a part
Maybe-
of the
that's what I
everything.
mean, so
But
maybe
if
not
we got
100.
to, everything, then we are a creator. But wouldn't that be what the creator is wanting?
But
That
that's what-
everybody turns into a creator.
Maybe
if
that's
it's
how
really created,
all these
what
other
is
places
left?
have been created.
You're just creating because that's what creator is.
And just keep creating.
Yeah.
Then it would just turn into more war, but then no one would die because we could
Keep
do everything.
creating.
But then you need both. You need war and
This sounds
peace.
like
Look, who's our enemy of progress, guys? An enemy of progress.
Boris
This
Johnson
Who's
and
pissed you
Trump.
off? Oh, go
Oh,
on.
who's pissed me off this week?
Yeah.
Boris Johnson
What's he
pissed
done?
me off. Well, he got found guilty, didn't he? Or something, so.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, it's all a fix. They're coming for me. Rah, ha, ha. And then he was out in the Daily Mail saying, look at me. I'm now going to be a columnist.
Getting paid $1 million a year.
Fucking
Imagine.
bastard.
Do you know what?
After we just paid 250 million for his legal fees.
Right.
But if I want to go and see a solicitor, I've got to pay for it.
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Can I say, I definitely agree with you, but there's another part of me that just like, there's a part of me that just rates it. Do you know why?
You see,
I
that's,
think- wait, let me
you
land.
two shouldn't sit together.
You want
Let me
an
land,
enabler,
yeah.
Chucky?
No. Like, I'm going to a different place here. Yeah. So, this Don is an absolute, he's a punk.
Yeah.
He's a punk. But do you know what this punk did?
Yeah.
He somehow managed to punk his way to being the mayor of London at one point.
Yeah.
As a punk. Yeah?
And claimed that the bikes were his.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
2 times.
Then
Two times.
he punked his way into being prime minister,
Yeah.
regardless of what happened. And he did all of this shit, yeah. But do you know what the maddest thing is? No matter what anyone says, no one can ever take away from his own ego that he did it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that? And it's like,
I don't even like
and
the
then
smile
now,
that you're smiling.
and then now,
Pride.
so then now, like, obviously he's done all of that. He's had parties during COVID, he's chopping bare man's misses. I know he's doing
Get
that.
me
Having
making
YouTube
bare
and all this.
babies
Yeah.
all over the
Having
gaff.
babies and all of that. He's
Yeah.
doing this what he wants, and then he's come out of that, and it's like, oh, what, you lot have just found out that I was chatting shit. Cool. Anyway, let me just go and get this 1 million. Like, he's punking his way into all of these positions, but at the end of the day, once it's all said and done, he's done it.
Yeah.
So he's your hero.
No, no. But there's a part of me that's
I
like,
get
you know,
what
do
you're
you understand what I'm saying? It's
saying.
like, this, look at him. Look at this guy.
Did you see how much he paid for his haircuts? Like what his barber was on?
Yeah,
And
they
did you
said
see
it's
his
a
honours
scam.
list? Like all the
But
people
I bet
that
he's
Yeah.
chopping his barber's misses.
probably
Yeah.
Also,
Probably.
his barber probably is
Imagine
watching.
How old is Boris and he's just having a child?
69. I don't
No.
know.
And look, here she
That's
goes.
probably his thing as
I
well.
know. You know, I'm on
I don't think he's 60.
I'm on
He's
a
like in his
firm.
40s.
I thought 50s.
He's not in his 40s.
No.
Like, I mean, not 40s, so not
Definitely
40s. I mean, like, he's...
He's
No,
50s.
not 40s. I mean,
59.
early
That's
50s.
59.
Is he 59?
59.
You're
I would have
lying,
thought he's
that
like
man is
55.
59.
He's 59.
It's not close. He said
Shit.
69, but still.
Thank you, Chucky. Thank you for highlighting that, because this is what she does.
Well, so 29's close.
This is what she does. Yeah.
I had a 9 in it.
Yeah.
I was close.
I'm
Exposure.
actually surprised he's in his 50s. I'm surprised at that.
What did you think he was?
I actually thought he was in his 60s.
I thought he was in his 60s.
I thought he's like 55.
I thought,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, I thought
I don't know why.
younger than that. Yeah.
55.
I did. I don't know
I mean,
why.
he's getting it on. Do you know what I mean?
How old is the baby mother then?
She's
Wait,
young.
whether it's
She's
plural.
young things.
No, this
she's like
latest
31.
one.
Yeah, she's something like that. She's young things.
Really?
He's going to
And
be doing that forever.
He's been doing her for a long
It's
time.
gross.
She's
Can you imagine lying down with Boris?
35.
Listen,
Okay.
don't be
Ew.
so. He's going to be doing this forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forever.
Until he's dead.
He's never held
Yeah.
accountable.
That is
And
gross.
and do you know what? The thing is, he'll just keep going until
Until he's gone.
But I think at the end of the day, I think for him, it's not a greater good thing. I don't think it's about greater good. It's about how I can position myself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so no matter how much everyone does all the talking and that, I did it.
He
Yeah.
did.
You rate him. I don't
That's
like
it. He doesn't care.
But he did set it out from when he was like first entering politics.
Yeah.
That he was going to lead the Conservative Party and he was going to be Prime Minister.
Yeah.
His dad and his brother all coated him off like, not you. Like, look at him. He literally is
Everyone
a walking...
coated
Can we
him
go a
off.
bit deeper? In school, man was probably looking at him like, bro, you're a put.
No,
like,
but
you're
they
like,
did.
you're
They've
this
said
and that.
it.
Yeah.
You're a puss, bro. You're a dickhead guy.
Yeah, and you're not
And
very
then
bright.
Boris
All of
said,
that.
Yeah?
Watch me.
All right, then.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going
Watch
to do.
realistic
And I'm going to
figures.
chop everyone's misses in the process.
Imagine
Yeah.
that.
And you like look at he
No one
literally
should
is
be
a
worried.
bumbling.
No one should be worried.
I just don't
No one-
understand
no
how
one
you
should
could
be
let
worried.
No,
Talk
it's
about
like
their own insecurities.
It's like
No
that
one should care.
insane confidence.
Yeah.
Because Boris is literally delusional.
Yeah.
But then so is that Michael Fabricant. He's walking around. I thought he was a parody of Boris.
I didn't think he was
I
real.
thought, wait.
did
You
not
see
think
the
that man
very
was
first
real.
time
I
I
thought it was a
saw
joke.
him,
I was like
I
I thought it was a
I
joke.
Yeah, same.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like someone
I thought it was a
punking
joke.
like,
Because
I thought it was like real life
yes.
spitting image.
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
I
literally.
really thought it was a
I
joke.
really-
He's a sir.
Yeah.
I actually
Imagine
thought,
that.
what's it
He's
called?
a
The Raving
sir
Luna,
now.
Monster Raving Luna party guy. I thought it was like one of them kind of
Yeah,
joke,
no,
joke
just-
politicians.
No, I
Respect him.
Yeah, I don't get
But
it.
people respect him.
He's my enemy of progress too.
Yeah. Just in life.
I need to be a politician one day.
To be honest.
You do though.
For
Just
like
to see
3
bands.
years.
Yeah.
Because they'll probably kill me.
Let's
but-
start the
you're
auntie's
gonna
political
you'll
party.
get wigged.
Yeah, blatantly.
Let's start the auntie's political party.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's what it is. It's gonna happen.
With unfair members. Hear you.
Hear you.
Whoa.
All right,
Yeah.
Auntie Farah, take it away.
Okay, should we say we got Chucky here, man, like R&B slow jams and all that.
Oh, here we go.
Still can't get a ticket. Are we too old to go?
You're
not
more
too
than
old.
welcome to come.
Man said
Okay.
we can't go.
No, I'm just
We are
asking.
far from too old.
No, because like you know what? Sometimes I feel like maybe
you're
I'm
not too old to. No way.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And when
July
you
the
wanna
9th,
come, let
right?
me know and I'll pattern it.
July the 9th, yeah.
Yeah, July the 9th.
Is that the next one?
Yeah. You're good.
You lot heard it. Oh,
Do you want to come? For
we
two?
do. No, for real. We want to come.
Alright, cool, let's
That's
come,
like
I'll
our
pattern
thing.
Pattern my
God.
I'm ready.
You've been doing really good.
You always
You're
win
on the
about
top of the
one.
board.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You've been winning.
Sorry, I wasn't putting
Okay,
out there
right.
any negativity.
I'm gonna go to you
I'm just
first,
saying,
Auntie
I'm just a
Sade.
bit nervous
What
today.
does Boys to Men want you to do after you close your eyes and make a wish?
Turn out the candlelight because tonight is going to be the night.
Hey, all right.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
That is a
something.
point to Auntie Sade.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't want to
This is an easy one, Auntie AK. In Baby, Ashanti said, "His kisses make her lips quiver, and when she touches her, what? And when he touches her, Freudian slip. What happens?"
I don't want to be rude.
Go on.
You don't know the answer. So I don't want to be rude.
I don't want
Wait,
to be rude.
you
What?
don't-
When he touches her,
I'll
what?
say it again.
Her what?
In Baby, Ashanti said, "His kisses make her lips quiver, and when he touches her, what happens?"
She.
What?
No,
She what?
that's a no. Over to Chucky.
Slivers? I don't know.
Well,
Oh, because quiver sliver.
Quiver and.
I see
yeah,
where
I
you
mean,
went with that.
nearly.
What's-
You nearly
what's the
got it.
answer? 'Cause
It
I
was
don't know.
her whole body shivers.
That's what I
So
said.
you nearly got
That's
it. You
what I
very
said.
nearly got it.
But she didn't.
Uncle Chucky. According to Alicia Keys, some people live for fortune, some people live for fame, some people live for power. And what else?
My mind goes so blank when it comes to this stuff.
Dit, 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 dit.
Yeah, it gotta get
Let's go.
past that. It's gotta get past.
Power.
Oh yeah, I know. Go on.
Auntie Nana.
And if not, I know.
Hang on, are you cheating?
Dreadful strong.
No. I know. No, just
Go
to
on.
play the game.
And again, Auntie Sade coming
Thank
through.
you.
And I know the words as well. And I'm saying shit.
I just know, I know
Right.
it when it's on.
I know it when it's on.
Everyone knows when it's on. This is everyone knows when it's on.
So I've realized that sometimes, yeah, like the song takes me. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So like, the song holds my hand, and then I just run with it, and somehow I just know it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
weird. But
Okay.
go on.
I
It
get
take me a
that.
minute. So thanks
Last
for getting
round,
it
right?
right.
Last round.
I know these things
So far,
somewhere else.
Auntie Sade is on 2, and the rest of you are on nil points.
That's not true.
And what?
Actually, absolutely
Oh,
true.
yes, I
Yeah,
forgot.
you're
Sorry.
next.
What,
I
you
forgot.
high up on
This
the-
is good for you. Right, wait.
High up on the leaderboard.
She's
Yeah,
high.
she is.
Yeah, she's got
totally.
clear.
I'm the winner always.
She's not the winner.
All right,
always.
Auntie Nana.
She is.
Auntie
my
Nana.
country.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are you
I'm
ready?
I'm-
Go on.
What did BBD say never to
Hell
trust?
is BBD.
I know the answer to this.
That's
Wait,
my
what?
mind went
Listen,
crazy.
wait, yeah.
Go
Right,
on,
right,
go
okay.
on.
What did BBD say never
I
to
know what-
trust?
I know the
Okay.
answer.
Shut All right, I'm going to take it again. What did BBD say never to trust? A big gut and a smile. B, a man. C, Aquia, stop it.
I didn't say nothing.
C, a woman. D, a big butt and a smile.
C.
For fuck's sake.
D, a big button.
Yay! Auntie Nana's got a point. Well
That's
done.
not fair.
No,
It was her go.
You almost spoiled.
It was
mine.
her
You
go.
said C as well. That's the maddest thing.
Okay, last round. Quick things.
Okay.
Auntie Sade.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
When did Genuine realise his whole life had changed?
Once he met me.
Once she walked into my life.
No.
Oh
No.
no. What did he say?
Nearly though.
What did-
It's
what
like
is it?
since you came in.
Since she came into
Yeah,
my life.
okay.
Cool.
Auntie
See,
okay.
the thing is, yeah, you see when people take pleasure when you
I
don't
know.
win. You see
You
what
don't
I
know
mean?
me.
You see what happens?
Hating, innit?
No. See what happens?
Mad hating. Mad hating,
Those
innit?
characters. What I do,
It rubbed off on you. You know what it
I
was?
do
Do you know what happened?
is
Her
state
negative
facts.
energy. Her negative energy rubbed off on you.
Exactly. Thanks for saying
Auntie
that.
AK.
Master.
According to
No, it's actually
All right. All right, listen. According to the song by Carlos Santana,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
where was Maria from? Maria, Maria. Come on.
I know.
I helped
she
you.
doesn't. I know.
I know this.
She's from
All right.
Santorini.
Actually,
Auntie Sade put her hand up first.
I don't actually. Go on, you go.
Isn't she from Santana? No, Montana.
Oh my God. Chucky, do you know it? Spanish Harlem.
Oh, Spanish.
You know what? You know what it is, yeah? I actually hate that song so much.
What's the name of this?
I hate it.
Lyrically correct.
What do you
I was
like?
saying the song.
I can't believe
I was saying the
I
song.
actually
Is this
hate
a
that
new
song
game?
so much.
It's
got Amazon.
relatively.
they've got different genres as well.
Yeah.
It's
Is
it
so
on
good.
Amazon?
I got it. It is on Amazon, but I got it. I bought from Black. I bought it directly. Well, I say I bought it. I
Bought from
asked someone
Black?
to buy it for me. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
It's an American game,
Okay.
Black-owned company.
black-owned
Okay, so
company,
what, can I
and
go
they're
to the
two
website
couples.
right
Yeah, you
now?
can go to
Yeah,
the website
and you
right
can
now.
purchase it.
You
What's
can
it
buy it.
called?
Lyrically correct, and they do, as I said, different genres and eras and
So
stuff.
this is specifically 90s to 2000s.
Yes.
hip
Okay.
And R&B.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna do it now.
Oh mate, Spanish
I like
Harlem.
that.
Spanish Harlem.
Wonder.
Chucky.
So much.
He's trying to
sorry,
distract.
it's
It's
me.
you.
Oh,
It's you.
oh,
No,
that was
this.
it.
No,
you.
It's you. Right.
I thought I got
What
kicked
does
out.
Neo gotta change now that he's alone?
What?
Oh.
She says his head shape.
Shit.
Head shaking.
Shit.
Older.
I'll say it one more time. What does Neo gotta change now that he's alone?
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
know.
It's Chucky.
You don't know?
I think I know.
Auntie
It's
Sade.
fuckery.
Okay.
Auntie Sade.
My answering machine.
Bidu, yes! Well done.
Thank
No
you.
way.
Yes. She's good, you know. All right.
got
Auntie
this
Nana. She doesn't. Auntie Nana.
Right.
Where was Brandy sitting when she was back here thinking about you?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I know. I know.
Where was
Where was Brandy sitting when she was back here thinking
you know.
about you?
I think Brandy was sitting in her bedroom.
Yes!
No, you know what? Yeah.
I'm gonna give that to her. Don't
probably
be,
the
don't be
only one I
technical.
know about.
Yeah.
Don't be technical.
Okay.
In her room.
That's
But
the-
I just
Let
want
me
you to
say
know.
slither.
That's a technicality.
That's so not the right words.
It's not.
You wouldn't let me
That's
say
the
slither.
only one I
No.
knew off the bat. By the way.
That's
That's the only
sitting
one
up
out of
in
all
her
the
room,
ones
and she
you
has
said.
to
Up in her room.
In her room.
But let's get. She
But
gets half a
okay,
point.
cool.
Half a point.
No, because she got really
No,
easy
no,
ones. I
no.
got fucking.
You can see the.
Ashanti,
I'm
do I
just
have to do
stealing.
Ashanti
I'm just
though?
stealing the
I don't
cards.
think this is
Anyway,
Ashanti,
at
that
the end
was
of that round,
Who
Auntie
knows?
Sade wins yet again
Oh,
with
no, sorry,
3
Auntie
points.
Sade.
Sorry,
Auntie
can we
Sade.
get a moment?
Okay.
Auntie Sade wins with 3 points. Auntie AK, Auntie Nana comes second with 2 points.
Thank you.
Uncle Chucky and
None.
Uncle
Yes, you did.
Chucky
I've just seen
and
it here.
Auntie AK nil point.
That is, you know what?
What a
I just
game.
want to say,
It's good
for
though,
something
innit?
that
Really
actually
good.
I love
doesn't
it.
Even like
I actually love it.
Or R&B, and we have a DJ here and a rap connoisseur. I would just like to take all the round of applause. I know Auntie Sade won, but I think we need to.
You see
give
how
her-
This is how she does it. But you know what?
You just said a Kanye, right? I'm Taylor Swift.
No, but she is a Gemini. You get me? She is a Gemini.
I'm gonna give you your shine in a second.
Oh, yeah. Wait. I'll let you finish in a minute. I'll let you finish in a minute.
I'd like to say this game is rigged.
It's not though.
It is.
Can I tell you something? You see how I pull the cards out, innit?
She just pulls them out.
I actually didn't see how you pulled them out.
Thank you. Can we run back
Rewind the tape.
Rewind back the tape. All right, guys, what have you heard out in these news and social media streets? I mean, everyone is talking about the submersive that didn't re-immerse.
It imploded.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Them ones.
Oh, wow.
Put up, boom.
Is this the mood, yeah?
I mean, this is a thing though.
Is
Do you know what? To be honest with you, I
This is
did
the
smell
thing.
something fishy. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's it.
You
I'm
made me
sorry.
implode of laughter. Don't do
No, no, no.
So my first question is,
May God bless you all.
I saw a video and a guy was saying why loads of people find this funny is because it's billionaires that were in there. It's like wealthy
Yeah.
people. And that's to be understood because they're fuckeries to most people. But is it out of order that we're cracking jokes
Yes.
and that
Yeah.
the internet is cracking
No,
jokes?
no. Look, let me just be clear here. It is. I've got dark humor, so I'm gonna laugh at a lot of things in private anyway. So you know what? This isn't a like they're just getting an element of what I laugh at. Like I laugh at some dark things at times. So it's like they're not that special, respectfully. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think in the beginning, maybe one of the reasons why people were laughing a little bit of it is because it was like, wait a minute, okay, cool. Yeah. We know that you're going this far down, yeah, but once we've seen what you're going in
and how it's controlled,
and the controls,
yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, you know what, you deserve a laugh a little bit on that,
but a laugh.
Not a death,
yeah, not a death,
but you know what I mean, like. There's a PlayStation control, like you're going like some.
It's not even a real PlayStation control. It's like a budget one, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. And then also like from what I saw, I could be wrong. Someone correct or whatnot. But it's like they're going this deep down and they're looking at it through a computer screen. Mm-hmm. I've got a computer screen in my barber's, so I can watch the same thing that they're watching while I'm getting a trim. It stinks. It stinks.
It's not good. I think, and also there's an element of like that might just be saved, and it's gallows humour. Isn't
I
it?
knew they were. I knew they weren't getting saved.
Yeah,
From once
From
that
they
thing
went
disappeared, I knew that.
Yeah.
it weren't going to happen. It's in the ocean. Like.
I understand. Like I'm incredibly curious, yeah. But my curiosity is more in my mind than action.
That's my point.
So like there's a certain place that I'm going to go. But I do understand how somebody could have the curiosity to want to go down there
understand that.
I don't.
and see it. I was just more on the vibe of, that stinks. This thing that you're going in,
Yeah.
and the way that it's all set up and all of that, it smells a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, this idea of like wanting to be the first or like being like a small percentage of people that like has done something is going to put people in a very, very big trouble. And I just think that this time, it was too early to be going down there and doing that. You can't play. Do you know how far down this? I don't think people are really deep in. They're saying that this is like 2 miles. Do you know how long 2 miles is when you just go vertically down?
It's 2 hours. It was 2 hours, right, to go down, like to get down there.
That is insanity.
But the thing is,
That's
what I think
like-
is
You
like,
know, it's only 100 meters before, like, if, as a normal person, you go down there and you probably explode.
Yeah.
I
They
think
were going they were going like 8,000 meters down.
yeah,
Sorry.
I think that like obviously people have died. Do you know what I mean? So I think that there's a deep insensitivity to that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Definitely.
mean? And because obviously they're billionaires and stuff, and like I don't know, the stepson and the aunt and all these people are coming out with their different stories and stuff. But it was just like the amount of coverage it got was just seemed disproportionate to the other tragedies that are happening in the sea, like with migrants and things like that.
It's the
So
fact
just
that
like-
people didn't even, in America, they didn't even know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
They had no
So
idea.
This is the thing. It
About
was just
what?
like, it was just
About the
everywhere.
7
There was-
migrants.
That sunk.
Yeah. So yeah, there was just like a lot of, do you know what I mean? It's just like we're putting all this coverage all the time on this one thing that's happened, and you've had people on the coast of Greece being turned away and those people dying. Do you know what I mean? So it just shows the disparity there. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's why people feel a bit like maybe insensitive towards it, because you don't care about us, so why should we care about you?
Yeah.
I think
Right.
it's that kind of
Can I say
thing.
though as well though, off that, because I do agree on that, but I think that there would be a natural argument to say that what these lot were doing, because how many times have people gone down? I think they said like 4 times or 5 times in this thing. Yeah?
Well, there's one
one
guy
who went
that was on there.
37
Yeah,
times.
37. This was his
Okay.
38th journey.
It was what's happened here is such an irregular
that's what it
thing
Yeah.
that happened. Like it's so irregular. But to be fair, like if you follow politics, you will just know that people are on boats every day trying to leave countries, and this is like one of the reasons why countries sometimes in politics are so divided, because you know there's one side that's saying this is what we should be doing with immigrants, and this is what another side is saying should be done with immigrants. Whatever side that you lean on, whatever you think is right or wrong, they're telling you every day people are on boats and they're trying to come here. So this time it just so happened to be that there was a boat with people that were trying to go to a certain place, but this day there's a flipping people in a vessel sitting in a thing with a man with a PlayStation thing trying to go down.
But that's what I was.
So it's like I can see But we still need to have a conversation about the.
Yeah,
But
the
we are constantly having conversations about migrants anyway. To be fair, though.
That's what I was saying from a journalistic standpoint. It's an anomaly of a story that this is rare. You've got 5 billionaires in a tin can going down to the bottom of the ocean. It's a rare story that everyone will pick up on. So that's why it's got so much coverage. But also there is that. There's that arrogance that they're billionaires, they can get saved because all the resources that were brought
that's
out.
what I was going to mention.
But
thank you, because that's what I was going to mention.
It's like, by all means, we have to get them, we have to save them because we can. And the migrant ships and that, they don't have those resources, they don't pay that attention to that.
Can I just say as well though, because I thought this was very interesting. Yeah, so they were saying that they had a bunch of different diving teams that were going down there trying to find them or whatever. And then they'd said, I heard them say on the news that apparently they were looking for private companies that would kind of come in and sort of intervene in this, yeah. The next minute I'm hearing about some robot that was down there, which was, I mean, my conspiracy theory brain goes into this is something that they've had in the locker for a minute. They're trying out something, but now there's an opportunity to use this or whatnot. But I get it, like, obviously they try to do all of that. But if there is a billionaire in there, I could imagine a billionaire's wife saying, who do we need, how much?
Yeah, exactly.
Because money does
talk.
Money does talk. So if you've got a billionaire in there, there's a phone call there's a robot that we can get to go, however much that is, we got you.
Call Bill now.
Find our family.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. I think there was definitely an element of that taking place. But also, going down the conspiracy theories, there was a sideline that this was all a huge distraction from the beginning. From the Titanic, they didn't hit an iceberg. It was because of some money type of shit anyway that took place, and they needed to kill some people. But also that JP Morgan had given Jeffrey Epstein's estate 250 million in compensation for something that had taken place, and this seems to be out there in the conspiracy theory streets, but is not out there in the news. And they're like, this landed at exactly the same time as this submarine. JP Morgan was involved in the Titanic, and they're trying to cover their tracks again. And us as humans are all out here like talking about the submarine instead of, why is JP Morgan giving Jeffrey Epstein's estate any money? There is that as well.
Well, I mean, you can always, I mean, the cynic in me would be, okay, if this is what's happening right now and everyone's eyes is on it, let me just try and see if I can transfer and do this while everyone's here. I mean, I'm not hearing it.
All I know is, I'm not getting on no kind of submarine for nobody. Yeah,
not to see the
there are
Titanic.
too many of us down there anyway. I don't need to join them.
Yeah, true.
Would you go?
It's facts, though.
Would you go? They said that we could go to Atlantis.
I'm not going to space either. I'm not going to
I want
space
to see
either.
Atlantis. So.
I'm going to.
Yeah, but I'm going with Aquaman.
Going space.
I'm going to space in a heartbeat if I could go. I actually signed up to Virgin Galactic Airlines.
You?
Yeah, I signed up to.
Of course you
if
did.
they was ever going to do any deals, but at the moment it's a lot of money. I don't have it, but I do get their emails because they're going to start doing that.
I'm way too pussy.
2027, they're going to start.
Not 27. I'll wait till 39.
But when people
Not
have
the
done
first
the
man
maiden
in.
voyage-
Yeah.
I'm not being the first.
I'm on it.
I'm going to be at the back.
I'm too pussy for that.
You
When
really
it
have
when it becomes normal, you go.
Yeah. When it's like, when it's a one-er.
Been done.
When it's a one-er, it's not a big
You're
thing.
gonna be a
It's
slave
not a
if
big
you're
thing to
paying
go to damn now.
You are. If
What?
you're going to space,
For
and
one
it
hour?
only costs you are going to land there and you're going to be a slave.
Yeah,
For
for real
one
though.
hour?
Yes,
You're
you
gonna
are
be.
going
Yeah,
to be
you
the
are.
one like building.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy,
you
you're
are.
going to be a slave.
You're going to be.
Yeah,
a
you
slave
are.
there.
You are.
Oh, wow.
I agree.
But
But
if
can I
I
just
go there for a
remind?
bag, then
No,
I'm
but-
not...
Because then you think about it. Think of all of the programs. Yeah, there's always a hierarchy.
Yeah,
They're
always.
going to
Yeah,
take that
yeah.
hierarchy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So if you're going there on the cheap, you are going to be.
Yeah,
a worker.
you're like even on the boats where they put you in the lower deck and all that shit.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Necessarily, though. When I
Like,
go
was
down,
it
I'm
Jack
not
was
working.
down there, wasn't it?
But can I just say, back to the submarine thing, yeah? Did you see it on The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already?
The Simpsons
they
did
did
it.
it
You know,
already.
Simpsons predict
Now, what
shit
is
all
going
the
on?
time.
Do that shit.
Their creators have tapped into something.
They're-
Can I just go back
their
into
creators
the
are creating.
the thing, not the little thing, about the 19-year-old son, Suleiman, who's a son of Shahzada Dawood, the Pakistani billionaire, and he went on it to impress his dad. Or
For Father's Day
For Father's
present, they
Day,
said he
like,
didn't want to go.
that pressure there.
He's the only one I feel sorry for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Same.
lie. I do lack sympathy for all of these people because to spend 250,000 to go and look at the Atlantic, to me, it's just the Titanic.
To be
is
fair,
just
that's
stupid.
Nando's money to them, though.
But
It doesn't even still-
even that they have that money to be
waste.
like, this is Nando's money to me is disgusting.
It's not even the money.
That's a
Well, the
separate
money is
conversation,
one
right?
thing, but it's the actual thought behind. I'm not doing
But
that.
it's the fact that the son
not doing
went. Like, as a father or a parent, that's irresponsible. I would be I don't know where the wife is because your mum and my son. My child's not
Apparently
going.
she almost died. Like,
What happened?
She almost sorry. She almost died in 2019, and then the husband was like, "I'm going to live out everything I want to do." The Pakistani billionaire, and that's why he was like doing.
He
these
can
adventurous
go, but
things.
don't bring your son.
But because it's like they now want to live on the edge.
But does the son? Because the son said to the aunt,
He
said
was
the son
scared.
Apparently, the
terrified.
son said that he had reservations about it.
Yeah.
He thought something was going to happen.
The aunt said
Terrified.
Well, all you got to do is Google,
Yeah.
and there are loads of people saying this machine is shit.
And
Yes.
also, the
Yeah.
man that built it, the actual owner, was
Exactly.
dodgy.
Well, he sounds mad.
And he sacked the guy that was like, "We have concerns here." And he
Yeah,
got
like
sacked.
a mad scientist.
So the one that went down 38 times
Yeah.
was basically convinced the minute.
Yeah, because
to.
he was a diehard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he'd been down.
So
Anyway, so
Had he really been down there?
Has anyone heard from
That's
James
why he did
Cameron?
that too. He just said it.
James Cameron.
Imagine that, just because you made a film about the Titanic, he now he's a consultant on the story.
Like,
So annoying.
Oh no, but you know Netflix, they probably
yeah, they said
They've
that.
probably-
though. Yeah, they said.
they start
I thought it
the
was
thing.
Channel
course.
5. They have a documentary coming out this week.
Everyone's gonna have a documentary.
We're
Not
gonna do an
this
auntie's
week.
Deep dive
Not
discussion.
this week.
No, honestly, Channel 5 this week is coming out.
Seriously.
It just came.
We should do it because I'm in
what?
enough Reddit threads for us to do like some deep,
what? Do what?
a deep dive into
Yeah,
what
yeah,
took
do
place.
it.
That's it.
Oh no.
Have you seen like? I know we're talking about it a lot, but have you seen like the experiments? So there's a few people online, and they're doing the experiment of showing you actually how when
How
it
looks like
imploded,
when it
what it
implodes.
would look like.
It's horrible.
It's
Yeah.
fucking awful.
It's terrible.
Nana.
But at least it was quick.
There's that. 'Cause they said
Was
they wouldn't,
it?
they wouldn't have felt
Who
pain.
knows though?
Yeah, but
How do they know? You know when they say you
didn't
don't
get
know.
nowhere.
Better.
Child.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they-
I
yeah,
don't,
it
do you know why I
just
don't believe
imploded.
that?
It didn't even get to
Yeah.
the destination.
What you think it was?
Yeah.
hard?
Nah, I mean, I don't know whether it was like, I don't know if they suffered or not, but I'm like, for me, I'm thinking there was a process before it got to that bit of it imploding. So what does that process look like?
Oh, is it as you're going down?
As you're going down, something's happening, and then boom.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
see that little bit
The build up
beforehand.
to
Maybe
the
there's
boom.
something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's bare things
Losing
happening.
air, all
Yeah.
type. Who
Just
knows?
So you don't remember? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I know you're
She's
going to
giving
say
you mummy
something.
warning
Go
eyes.
on.
But they don't. But you're not going to remember because you're dead. So
Yeah.
But it's
although
still,
they went through
suffering
that-
is suffering. Still.
yeah, they probably did like a rattling, like the friction, and then it would implode. But I mean, like, obviously it's
You lot are too wicked. Yeah.
Not you. Lot.
You lot are too wicked.
Seriously, you have to
No,
behave.
like, that would happen, innit? Like there has to be a something.
I think
but
so.
Then you're never gonna remember.
You're never
It's
gonna
more.
know it's over.
I would be more like a slow burn of a.
Yeah.
They were
fire.
saying that people
Yeah,
were saying
yeah,
that if
that's
you
what I'm
like sitting there losing air, that would be more torturous than at least going like that quick.
Mm.
All right, guys, let's go on to the Windrush celebrations from the Buckingham Palace. event.
What say? Not really. Sorry. I'm gonna do this in a Grenadian accent.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
that's
Okay
fine.
then.
Take us down that
Okay,
road.
that's nice.
What was that?
Aliu.
Hello, I was copying her.
Hello. Good night.
He's going to throw phrases out.
Yes, Miguel.
So from the Buckingham Palace event, people getting their MBEs and OBEs and people rejecting them. Let's just have a reflection on Windrush as is it 75th
75th.
year of...
I want to
Sis.
say a big up to
Quadro.
Quadro.
Yes.
Let's Kojo housing.
Yes.
He says his name is Quadro.
Oh, does he say it like
I'm
that?
not going to mispronounce how he
How he says his
Strong.
name. What
Yeah.
about what your mate though?
who are Kwasi. No, he's no.
Kwesi
he's-
Kwarteng.
He's an Egypt. So, but
Yeah.
Quadro says
Yeah.
it, and I did speak to my mum about it, and she was like other tribes.
Say Quadro.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay,
So that
okay.
is his name.
Yeah,
like
that's his
cool,
name.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, big up to him for denouncing it because I think his stance and his reply was firm, and I respect that.
I really respected
But
what he
also,
said.
you know,
Yeah. Give some background into who Quadro housing is.
Quadro Housing, if you go back to a couple of episodes as well, I did actually nominate him as a member of our family because he is great. What he does is he's a great advocate for social housing, and social housing in the UK sometimes can be super shit. And he went through a really hard time with his parents, like just bad housing, and now he shines a light on shitty council flats and really gets change done. So for him being nominated, that's great. But also with his platform to actually denounce it and be like, I'm not going to be a part of the empire because they are not helping sort out social housing, and how I've even come into the mainstream is because of Grenfell, which nobody has been punished for.
Exactly.
I can't accept this. So I have to be like, yeah, that's great.
I love a person who stands on their principles.
Me too.
And don't fold when there's an award.
A shiny thing in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because he could have taken it. He's young. And people do say it opens up doors.
And people were saying in the comments, or, you know, in the comments, we don't always take them seriously, but lots of people saying, you could have done that, taken it and done more with it and use it to enhance your platform. And it's like, guys are so superficial.
I think it's more of a thing of, let's pattern this and let's do this, and then we can come and have a conversation about accolades and whatever. But let's fix problems first. And then once we fix them, then we can sit down again and, you know what I mean, have a reasoning on it. But right now, until we've done that, I can't sit here and have a smile and do all of that type of stuff when I know that my heart is heavy. I can't do that. And so I respect that.
And what about the events at the Buckingham Palace? I think they had
I didn't see any.
They had I don't know what it was, to be fair. What the
one of those dinner parties.
Yeah, one of those dinner parties, and lots of people were invited to, in quotes, celebrate the Windrush at the Palace. Would you have gone? Any of you?
Wait, have they sorted out?
No.
No.
Then I'm not sitting and having no dinner.
Exactly. That's why my face is fixed like this, because no, they haven't sorted it out. No,
we're
they
not
haven't.
having a dinner.
So
not unless we.
Charles-
And do you know what? Hear what I'm saying? Yeah, we can have a dinner to discuss what we're gonna do moving forward and that. But we're not gonna have the dinner on an anniversary, because what will happen is we'll have the dinner on the anniversary on a performative vibe, and then after that we're not having it again. No, let's have the dinner in September. Yeah, and let's have a strong reasoning on what we're gonna have done by January. Yeah, and then we can reconvene. Other than that, I'm not sitting here eating from these spoons and forks and drinking wine for what?
So people still haven't been compensated.
No.
That's still...
There's a large amount. In fact, the majority of people have not been compensated.
Jesus.
And people have died waiting.
People
for
have died.
Been
People have been deported.
Yeah.
People have been denied medical treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are people that came here on British fucking passports.
Yes,
And
it's
their
mental.
invitation at that.
On invitation, on British passports. My uncle, he's been in this country 50 fucking years. Man still ain't got a British citizenship. I had his passport the other day. His first passport that he came to this country in it says British passport. Don't say Grenadian passport. It says British passport. So all them people that are like, well, you know, are they supposed to be here? They should have done the right thing and all that shit. People ain't been compensated. People have worked here all their lives. They've paid taxes. They've done the right thing on invitation, fixed you lot's fucking country. Then you wanted to ship them off.
And then what about the people that think that if we go to these events, it's showing up, being at the table, and it makes a difference showing strength in numbers? Because that's what some of the
It doesn't make
arguments
a
are.
difference.
Do you know what, to be honest with you, I believe it's the wrong time to do it on anniversaries.
Yeah.
For me. Those are performative days.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's do it on a different. Let's make that phone call and have that conversation separately. Let's not do it on an anniversary. Let's have it at a different time, and then let's make plans and then look at actions and then we can go from there. But on that day, nah, because it's like ultimately a part of me feels like you're just taking the piss.
Yeah.
They are taking piss.
This is it.
It's like what you said though about sitting down and eating on the spoons and the forks. How did you get this wealth, this vast wealth that you have? How did you get it? Not only is it formed off the backs of slavery and colonization, but then when you invited the people that you fucking colonized here, you look how you treated them.
And
They
this is
should
the
have been
thing.
going.
Look how you treated them.
It's their mistake as well. It's like they're saying, oh, you know, these lot should have come here, and no, it's these lot's mistake. It's
Yeah.
you lot's mistake.
Yeah.
And if anything, they should be going above and beyond to try and correct it.
They don't
we're not gonna
care.
do that.
Yeah.
We can't sit and have a
They don't
conversation on
care.
an anniversary.
They find money when they want to find money.
They didn't give
You know?
$3 billion to Russia now or Ukraine or whatever.
Then
Yeah,
what was
yeah.
there?
I
Boris
just think,
had
like,
his legal fees paid.
Sorry, like historically, going to those types of events, what happens? What's the outcome? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that happens is you just have that type of event the next year.
Exactly.
That's
That's
it.
the thing. So
Yeah, exactly.
everyone's like going from an individualistic point of view, but there's no real change that comes out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no point.
And there is something to be said in standing, like our mate, what's his name, Quadro Housing. There's something to be said about standing firm on your laurels, like you said,
Exactly.
and it's like a form of protest as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because I spoke about this the other day when I said that I really resented seeing our people go to the coronation.
Exactly.
I
Participate.
hated
Yeah.
seeing that. Why are you there? They should not have participated in that. There are people, your descendants here or whatever, your relatives here that are being treated daily like fucking dirt on the bottom of their shoe. They deported all these people. They haven't compensated, and people died. And then you're having this massive coronation. You're saying you don't have money to give these people, but you found the money to do these things. And then our people from our home countries are going, and you're celebrating the coronation. It's just no wonder they think that. Oh well, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
because
that's why
we're
they can hand us crumbs and
participating.
we just accept
Yeah.
it, in quotes.
Well, I think one of the biggest problems that we have in our society is adapting. I think that is a big problem.
Yeah.
I think the reason being is that, like, I feel like they know that in the worst case scenario, people are going to get upset. They might touch the streets a little bit and whatnot, but you know what's going to happen? They're just going to adapt.
Yeah.
And the more that we keep adapting, the more that they can keep taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, say what you were saying there, that there's a quote where it's like, you make excuses for the things that you like.
Yes.
So it's like, they say that there isn't enough money, but there's enough money for the things that they like or things that benefit them. And the thing is, they know that by providing money for this, there's going to be a conversation. There's going to be, people are going to do podcasts about it. It's going to be on the news. It's going to be a thing for a little while, but after a while, it's fish and chips paper.
Yeah.
Yep.
People will adapt. And that's the problem. People just keep adapting. We have to just stop adapting at a certain point, and then there will be a
Down
change.
tools, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's so annoying. Like looking at people's videos, pictures,
Yeah.
like being in the house, like just going to Buckingham Palace, celebrating, and you're there being complicit. It really is Stockholm syndrome.
It
for me.
really is.
Like,
It
why
really
are you
is.
actually in there? There should be everybody should be like, we're not actually going
I'd love that to happen.
to
That's
be a
what-
part of
yeah.
this celebration,
Yeah.
commiserate, however
Whatever
they want
it
to
is.
paint it. We should actually like remove ourselves from it. But there's that adaptation. There's an assimilation.
Survival.
that Loads of people are, looking at all the pictures. They were like a lot older.
Yeah,
than
it's a
all of us.
generational
Yeah,
thing.
it's a
Yeah.
generational thing.
And I do think, I'm not being out of order, and maybe I am, but I do think there is a firm colonialized mentality that is still in there, and they
Yeah.
are like, this is my mother country.
Yeah, that's what they were
And
taught.
that's what breaks my heart, actually,
Yeah.
that people would even think of the UK, like they're colonialized and literally had bondage, slavery, all of that, taking your money, and then you're going to be like, this is my mother country, though. To me, is
And
ludicrous.
it's the pride on their faces being in front of the king and being in the space that just gets me.
I
all the
can't,
time.
there's no like reconciliation for
No,
me.
there isn't.
I can't actually
I can't
be okay with
Yeah.
it.
me neither.
Although there are some people that will get accolades and OBEs, and I am like, well done to you. Like, they're happy. Some people will announce it, and I don't want to go against them. And these are friends. But overall, like, there is a part of my heart that is like, it's a bit broken.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same, because like, you get
Same.
it, it's a duality, like, yay, but
Not these guys.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like on a personal one for you. I'm happy that you have got something that is like that means something to you.
Yeah.
So there's something about that I like. Obviously, it's you, but for the greater good.
No,
Yeah, it's like we're going backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard though.
And also, it's because it's a nomination. It's not like before I understood it. I thought actually they were, the establishment did the research and picked people, not knowing that it could be you lot could nominate me and put me forward, and then that even sullies it even more.
That's
Listen, these lot are
it's
standing in front of
political,
the-
even doing the
It is.
No, I
nomination
know.
anyway.
Yeah. No,
So it's just
exactly.
it's not as innocent as
Yeah, true.
oh, people just gonna do it on your behalf.
Yeah,
like,
true.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah. I just the whole thing.
it's
Messy.
horrible.
KIMORA. I don't know if you guys want to talk about KIMORA.
yeah.
And Russell Simmons and the kids. What's
What
going
happened?
on there? You
What
not seen
happened?
all of the
No,
madness?
tell me.
His daughter.
Recently, the ex-couple, so KIMORA, Lee Simmons, and Russell Simmons were married, and Russell, as we all know, was dating KIMORA when she was underage. There's rumours saying she was 18, 17, but apparently she was 16. Whatever the case was, he was in his 30s, married her when she was very young. And they've since divorced.
So he married her when she was 16 or something.
No, I married her when she was about 18 or something like that.
Yeah, I think she was 19
was
when they
young,
got
yeah.
married,
Oh,
But they
but
were dating from
there
16.
is
Yeah.
when they started dating,
process.
15, 16.
Yes, of course it is.
allegedly.
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 Although she has also said I was very young.
Yeah.
Yes, but the age,
Like recent, yeah.
allegedly.
She's got older and realised, rah, that stank a little bit.
Looked at her own
Yeah.
daughters and probably
Well-
thought that.
Yeah.
There's that. So recently, their daughter Ming shared a story on Fathering Sunday and said, Happy Father's Day to her mum. And then apparently Russell Simmons responded saying something like, stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all. And then in response to that, KIMORA started sharing some stories about the situation that's going on, where Russell has turned. They're seemingly saying there's something wrong with him. He's been aggressive. He's very rude and derogatory to their children. Ming was on Instagram crying about what's going on.
Aoki.
Was it Aoki?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Aoki
was the one who was crying. And saying, look, their dad's changed. He's really belligerent. He calls them bitches at times. He's withheld money. He's left them stranded in countries and all this stuff. And so now KIMORA came on to socials, kind of tell her side of the story. And people are coming back at her saying, some are supporting her and some are saying, you know, like, why now? And she's starting to allude to the fact there's, you know, she actually said that when Russell and his guys like him were in trouble, they would call on her to come to their defence. And she would readily do that. She'd readily verify them, back them up in times of need. And now she's kind of like coming out to say that was possibly wrong and things like that. And so now people are saying, why now? Why now do you feel like you want to come clean and talk about Russell in this way? And similarly to Misa Hilton, who recently came out and said something, alluded to the fact that she had stories about Diddy after their son was caught drunk driving. She said, yeah, Diddy, you know, there's things I could say about you, da-da-da-da. So it's like women that were silent back in the day are now coming forward to slightly reveal about these supposedly predatory men. I don't know, it's just a discussion on that and what's going on with Russell and his family. And whether this should all be in our social media streets or should be kept behind closed doors.
Well, as women first, how do you feel about it?
I don't think it should be kept behind closed doors because that's what he gets away with.
Yeah.
And really, what it is, yeah, she did back him when all of the allegations were coming across. Her and the kids, but as they have said, they were teenagers. They didn't even really know what was going on. They're just like, people are coming for my dad. He's saying I can lose everything. And they're like, we're going to support my dad. But now they are like, actually, he has done lots of shitty things to them over the years that they just let slide. And now he's kind of doubled down on being an asshole consistently. It is like, actually, this is his behavior. He, you know, as they painted it, he can love bomb you. He can give you everything you want, and then he takes away everything, and then he threatens you, sends people around to your house. Like, he's a powerful man. So I get, can you talk about that amongst your friends when your friends are complicit? Like, it's like, who are you going to? Are you going to speak to Jay-Z? They're all company together. So going to the internet is a bit like having your army. So I get it. And I believe them. I literally am like, I think Russell Simmons displays really dubious tactics. And this whole kind of peace and love, it's like that warrior, not a warrior, it's like that kind of spirituality where I don't ever get upset.
I'm above that.
Yeah.
That's
Why
not
are you
me.
upset?
Yeah, exactly.
Reverse
I'm
psychology.
above that.
It's just false.
Yeah.
It's literally gaslighting all the time. And it's like, yeah, that he does that in life. So we've seen him on all of the shows he's been on.
Acting
so I
same.
believe them. Absolutely. He seems like he's a shithead.
Where are you guys?
I definitely think that I don't like it when people always ask like why now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, me neither.
If you've
Exactly.
gone through something, you can talk about it anytime you want to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's your experience. And I think like she was naturally triggered. You came for her kids.
Yeah.
Like, or your kid or their kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you put them in positions that they shouldn't have been in at the end of the day. They shouldn't have to defend themselves like that. They shouldn't have to go on social media and show videos of you screaming at them because that behavior should not happen anyway. Do you know what I mean? It just goes to show that, you know, at the end of the day, like you've been kind of less than a father to them. Like, what kind of role model is that? Yes, okay, you've brought in, you know, you're an iconic figure in your industry, but in terms of like how you've actually brought your children up, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, and now you can't even be in the country because of your behavior.
Yeah.
What kind of father is that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And KIMORA is also saying it's just like, you know, again, allegedly, because, you know, it's not been proven yet, but she says she's got receipts that her and her last husband have been supporting him anyway.
Yeah,
so when he doesn't
investing.
have
That
any
he's
money,
broke, yeah.
she's been giving him money. So she's not just only supporting your kids, but also you and your lifestyle and what you're doing. And then you have the cheek to be cussing the children.
Well, that's the part where
wild.
I'm like, that's the answer to the why now. For me, the why now is, wait, hold on a minute. You did this, that, this, and then on top of this, that, this, and that. we backed this, that, and then now you're gonna do this to the youth, our kids.
You're ringing the kids.
It's enough.
No way, I've had enough now.
You're ringing the kids.
Yeah.
He's ringing
You know
the
what? As well, it's like it doesn't surprise me that more of who he really is coming out while he's in Bali, because even though he has money and a bit of power and whatnot, he's in Bali and he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
He's hiding really because he needs to be held. He may be held accountable for his past. So now he's over there, lonely, and he's projecting. That's what he's been doing. He's projecting and he's trying to still, what it seems like, hold some type of power. And now it's like he's seeing the kids grow up, get older, whatnot. They're becoming their own stuff. They've got their own opinions and stuff like that. And now on top of the this, that, and this, that you're gonna do this with nah.
That's a lot.
Now is the time.
And it's a projection onto the women, as always. It's like, it's why people, not why, I get people have their opinions, but coming for the women all the time, always coming, because I think Amanda Seales spoke out about Russell and her experience with him. She got gunned. The woman, Drew Dixon, who's one of the main features in the documentary On the Record, I remember interviewing her and the director one time talking about it and actually speaking and hearing her go through what happened. It's insane. If you watch the documentary, well, it's really deep.
And it kind of backs up that doc.
It does.
Actually,
it does.
His behaviour and her showing partial texts from him and him screaming. It is like, that's what people were saying. You're cool with him. And then it's left field, then he switches on you. And then is also like, I'm going to ruin you. Like so you can't tell anybody because then you're never going to work again.
And it's what you said about the complicitness of others as well. It's like that complicity of the environment that you're in. Who are you telling? Because there's women who are bound to their men and whatever they think they're going to lose. And then you've got the guys that's their brethren and all that type of stuff. Who are you turning to?
Well, as well
in
as
that circle of power.
with KIMORA, if she was that young.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Then you've literally groomed her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To know no different.
Fact.
To actually play your role, to have so much to lose.
Fact.
Do you know what I mean? And that sort of thing.
Fact.
So it's just like, you've got nowhere to turn.
Yeah, set her up with a business. All of her wealth is kind of connected to him.
Yeah.
So you're going to be, I can't. If he loses everything, I lose everything.
Exactly.
And as she
And
said,
then all it takes is for someone to just like almost ask some questions and then like fill you with like a bit of positive confidence. Like, you know what? There's a possibility that you could lose X, Y, Z, but you know what? You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
But you have to come to that realization that you'll be okay. Yeah.
You know, like when someone asks you, have you ever thought that maybe, you know, them questions there, like I'm sure maybe there was a friend that said to her, yeah, no, I hear that, but have you ever thought that maybe he, you know, them ones there, then you start really thinking about it, like, yeah, do you know what? I've never even really thought of it like, and then, but I can't. You block elements of it out because they've done this for me and done that for me and whatever, and it's like
survival.
Yeah, but have you ever never thought that maybe that? And to be honest with you, worst case scenario, trust me, you will be all right. You'll be fine. You'll be okay.
And she's being held down. Like loads of people are like, no.
Yeah,
probably now. And I think also as well, she probably had to get to a point where the kids
were a certain age.
College, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. She's sorted, so she's okay. Also, I really wonder what the statute of limitations is for these charges.
Exactly.
Because I think he's going to stay out of the country until that's done and then come back. That's what I think his plan is.
I mean, I don't know how true it is, but on Joe Biden podcast, they were saying that he has popped into New York a couple of times. But he only does it quickly. So, they were speculating. Like, actually, he touches down. Well, he managed to shut down all of his businesses in America. And then he flies back again. And he, like, pops in again and then he goes back again.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've never really felt successful, though. I guess there's one thing that has been important to me, that is an element of success though, is that like I get up every day and I kind of do what I want to do. People don't even know that that's where I come from. Because there's a lot of young people that watch me and so they don't know, they weren't there then. But like that's something I was doing for a long time. And it's within my, I've said all the time, I'll be 95 years old DJing at a house party if I could.
Like Rodigan.
Right, exactly.